resurrection can only be begun by the coming of God himself. Yes. All through the past, God sent prophets and warned us. Right. But when it came time for these people to be given life, God said that I have to come myself. Because it needs a master to cure this. Yes. You don't send a nurse on this one. Don't send a nurse and assistant. No, go and call the chief expert. Yes, one that you got to fly from a different way. A different country. Because we need a master to cure this disease that these people have. So the Most High Willie Muhammad said this in the Theology of Time lectures. He said, God has taught me there is nothing of the Bible, nothing else of the Quran that is yet to be misunderstood. It is understood today. This is you're speaking about himself, this is the little fellow to whom God has made all of that secret known. And I don't say that I'm guessing at anything, it is all of what God has given me. Then he says this, you are a great and blessed people to have God raise up from you your own brother and teach him the knowledge of the book. I have been given the knowledge of the Bible. This is why I tell you that I will give you $10,000 if you can find me lying, because God has taught me the knowledge of the Bible. Now you have a lot of scholars who spend many years studying the scriptures, but I have not heard any of them be willing to say that they will put up some amount of money based upon their scholarship. But what was it that a man who only completed the 3rd grade of education could be so bold and to say that I will put up $10,000 if you can prove one thing? Then he came back and said that I'll be willing to put my head on a chopping block if you can prove one word that I've taught to be wrong. Who taught him? Who did he meet? A man who only finished the 3rd grade education. How can you just pop up and start challenging Islamic scholars? Challenging Christian scholars. And to hear these black students stand up and say, we need more leaders like Malcolm. We need Malcolm today. There are no black leaders. And I'm saying, like, man, if Dr. King would have called a march and 2 million black men showed up on a Monday where they had to take off work and pay their own way, you think they're singing his praises now? They will still be talking about it. But here's a man in our midst that did the impossible. Here's a man that is of Muslim faith at a time where people look at Islam crazy. He called the march and the Spirit of God was so heavy in him that 85% of the people who came were from an opposite religion. That's true. Or what is thought to be an opposite religion. But they heard the voice of God as Jesus says this, my shepherd, my sheep know my voice. They heard the call and they responded. Over 2 million men. Black men paid their own way. What is it? What else does he have to do? What other sign does he need to give us? When everybody else was sleeping, he was traveling the world on his own dollar, traveling the country on his own dollar, telling black people there's a genocidal plot. Stop the killing. Right? He's the one that stands up and challenges the government and says, if you do anything to my people, the God that I serve is going to wipe you off the planet. That is the purpose of Muhammad's Mosque. To equip us with the knowledge that will help us when we leave here, to help us to not talk the game of God, but actually show God in our actions. To be a light. That when we walk out in this darkness, we will be a light to those who are trapped in the darkness, that when they see the light, they will know which way to come. So then we can use our little light and connect them to the greater light.